A diner owner's quiet kindness to a forgotten soul transforms a wedding day. Watch as honor finds its way home. Like, subscribe, and share if this inspires you. Comment. Who's a quiet hero in your life? The church glowed with the warm flicker of candlelight. Every guest settled in their pews, the flowers pristine, and the organist's notes of the processional filling the air. Then the whispers began. Don't tell me she invited him. The murmurs spread like embers through dry leaves, all eyes shifting to the man lingering at the entrance, gaunt in a threadbare suit, shoes scuffed from years of wear. The groom's cousin leaned toward a neighbor. That's the guy from the park bench, the one who sleeps near her bakery. Why is he here? From the bridal room, Emma Grayson overheard it all. Peeking through the curtain, she saw him, the same man she'd quietly aided for years. A lump formed in her throat. She'd never boasted about it, never sought praise. But now, as she stepped into the light, her silence was about to roar louder than she'd ever imagined. Just as she neared him, before a word could escape, a convoy of motorcycles and dark SUVs rolled up outside. 12 soldiers stepped out, 12 uniforms, 12 army rangers. Every whisper ceased, every judgment stilled, and Emma realized her kindness had sustained a hidden hero. Emma Grayson, 36, wasn't wealthy or renowned. She ran a cozy bakery in the sleepy town of Elm Hollow, just outside Knoxville, Tennessee, a place with worn wooden floors, a spinning ceiling fan, and the scent of fresh bread. After her father's passing from cancer when she was 24, she took over without hesitation, kneading dough, wiping counters, and sketching menus in chalk. Her life was steady, unassuming, but warm. Every morning she opened at 5 a.m. By 6, the first farmers arrived. By 7, the school teachers. The regulars lingered over coffee and stories. But at 9:15, Emma slipped away for 5 minutes. She'd step out back with a paper sack, warm bread, a mug of tea, sometimes a note scribbled on parchment. Staff assumed she was stretching her legs, but behind the bakery, near a cracked oak and a sagging bench, sat a man in a frayed jacket, his face etched by time, hands rough. He never spoke, just waited like a shadow the town ignored. Emma never asked his name. He never asked hers. For 7 years, rain or shine, she left him food. She told no one, not her fiancé, James, not her sister, not out of secrecy, but because it felt like a private act of care. Some notes read, "Stay warm? The tea's strong today." Or, "This loaf's extra soft, take care." He'd nod once, sometimes twice, but never replied. The bakery crew liked Emma, but didn't grasp her ways. "They're too soft," they'd mutter, giving away profits. Maybe they were right. Some days she'd hand free scones to the widow next door, or wave a bill for a struggling dad. She never tallied it. People mattered more than margins. James, a paramedic, steady and kind, adored her generosity. "The world needs your heart," he'd say, even if it doesn't see it. As their wedding neared, Emma decided to invite everyone who'd shaped her, especially the man by the bench. She believed showing up daily was love's quietest form. The shift came on a Tuesday morning. Emma packed a cinnamon roll and tea, adding a note, "Cold snap coming, bundle up." She stepped into the alley, frost crunching underfoot. He was there, nodding as always. But that day, a new waitress, 20-year-old Mia, lingered near the back door, phone in hand. She said nothing then, but by Thursday, a pink sticky note appeared on Emma's locker. "Feeding the park stray again." Emma removed it silently. Soon whispers grew. He's probably faking it. She'll get hurt. It's a guilt trip. Emma adjusted her routine, arriving earlier to leave the food unseen. Yet the coldness from her team deepened. Customers noticed too. One afternoon, a man muttered to his wife, "She thinks bread fixes everything." Emma kept working, her mother's warning echoing, "They'll drain you dry." "I'm just sharing," Emma replied. But the criticism stung, turning kindness into a flaw. One morning, Emma found her scarf, left weeks ago, folded neatly beside the bag. Inside, on her note, shaky writing read, "Thank you for noticing me." The words filled her more than any praise. She tucked it in her wallet, her resolve strengthening. When engaged to James, Sam urged her to stop. "New chapter," her manager said. But Emma fed a person, not a habit. 3 weeks before the wedding, a busboy saw her return. By day's end, the staff knew. "Still at it?" Someone scoffed. "Bet she invites him to the wedding." Another laughed. That night, Emma wrote an invitation. "To the gentleman by Grayson's Bakery, you are welcome here." She tucked it in the next bag, unsure if he'd come. A week before, a photo surfaced. Emma leaving food posted by Mia with, "Boss wastes time on trash." It had few likes, but the hurt lingered. She baked alone the next day, the manager suggesting, "Keep it off hours." That night, she watched the empty bench from her car, unfolding the note. "Thank you for noticing me." She needed to see him too. 2 days before the wedding, a letter arrived. No address, just a card. "Tomorrow, I'll come. Not for food, but to repay." The planner asked, "A relative?" Emma shook her head, trembling. The wedding morning was serene. Emma, in her robe, watched from the church window as guests arrived. Then she saw him, neatly combed in a mended suit, standing taller. Whispers erupted. "The bench guy." She invited him? The planner fretted. "Shall I move him?" Emma walked out, past the gasps, and hugged him. His voice, soft after years, said, "I remember your bread." She laughed, linking his arm. As they turned, motorcycles and SUVs pulled up. 12 Army Rangers in dress uniforms stepped out. Silence fell. The doors opened and the Rangers marched in, halting at the altar. A captain saluted. "Miss Grayson, may we honor you?" Confused, she nodded. "This woman fed a soldier silently," he said, turning to the man. "Sergeant Elias Cole, Silver Star, 2005, saved my unit in Kandahar after an ambush. Lost his family in 17, vanished. Your bread kept him alive." A shadow box with a medal and photo, Elias carrying a wounded soldier, was presented. "You gave him back to us," the captain said. Tears fell as Elias handed Emma a worn note of hers. The Rangers offered to serve as honor guard. James saluted. "Walk with us." Swords raised. The guests stood, awestruck. The reception buzzed with humility. Mia wept. "I mocked her?" The planner apologized. Elias, sipping punch, received quiet thanks. The Rangers stayed, helping, bonding. Captain Holt spoke. "We don't leave our own." She didn't look away. Later, Elias gave Emma a folded flag. "Meant for me, but yours now." She vowed to build something with it. Post-honeymoon, they started the hollow table in the alley. Coffee, bread, no questions. Veterans joined, then others. On their first anniversary, 12 Rangers returned to share the duty. Elias sent postcards monthly, ending with, "You gave me a reason to live." Emma framed them, saying, "It's for those with stories worth knowing." The town rallied and kindness reshaped Elm Hollow.